Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Sean.
How's it going?
It is going very well.
Awesome. So, what are we doing? We're playing Kerbal Space Program.
We are playing Kerbal Space Program, but it's bigger than just playing Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, there's more at stake this week.
Yes.
So I've opened up our save from last week. And we said last week we were going to get to the moon.
Yeah.
We did not get to the moon.
No.
We did not get to the moon, but we did get into orbit.
Yeah? Is that kind of halfway to the moon in non-scientific terms?
No.
No.
So, well, I mean, this is the orbit that we got into, and there's the moon. I'm no mathematician, but that doesn't look like halfway.
But it kind of feels like half the battle, you know?
It feels like we got off the planet.
Yeah.
It does feel like that. Now, you might notice that this is in orbit. And
Sean 6.
Well, Sean
orbit.
6, but if we go and fly, this is Bob Kerman. You'll notice he's in orbit, and you'll notice he has no engine. He is stuck in orbit.
But
it's okay because he's got a good mobile phone signal. So it's not so bad.
Is that his webcam?
But yeah, that is his webcam there. He's a scientist. So imagine what it feels like being a scientist up here. So
he's having a whale of a time.
Yeah, look, he looks happy. He's been up here 2 days. He's only been here 2 days. He probably doesn't realise we haven't told him that there's no way of getting him home.
Yeah.
So this week we are going to save Bob.
Yeah, I mean, we've been using the hashtag all week. We've been drumming up local ground support. It's been real.
We're going to save Bob. Now, I've been thinking about this. So I have thoughts. Let's go back to
articulate the thoughts. Yes.
Yeah. Let's go back to the Space Center. So we're playing a science campaign, which means we don't have everything unlocked. So we had to generate science to unlock things. So if we look at our research and development thing, we've got general rocketry. So we got science by okay, I'm gonna stop that. I was worried that we did not have a 2-person module.
Ooh.
Because if we didn't have a 2-person module, we wouldn't have been able to actually go up and collect him.
Okay.
Right? Because
it takes 2 to collect.
Well, you need a spare seat, right? You need to go up there and you need somewhere for him to sit.
Yeah.
So this changes things. Okay, right. So we have got that. So we have got that. Now, we could. I was thinking, right, we've got to get Bob, which is going to be tricky. We need to do something called a Hoffman transfer. I think it's a Hoffman transfer rendezvous. So how it's going to work? We're here. We're going to launch up. We're going to match our orbit with Bob, and then we're going to we'll see what happens when we do it. But you're going to go around. We're going to go around a bunch until we match up, and there's some clever maths that we'll get there.
Okay.
And we could come straight back down, or what do you mean, we could take Bob to the moon.
And
then we could come back. We could do what we said we were going to do.
Maybe he deserves that. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
What do we think? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I might, why not? Why not? Reach for the moon.
Yeah, reach for the moon. Okay, so this is right. So firstly, I want to open Sean 6. Was that the one that got?
Yeah, I think so.
Was Sean 6 the one that Bob is in?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So now, something else we talked about.
Pinnacle of design.
What? Your audio has gone a bit funny there. Hello? So we've lost Dave.
Okay. Carry on.
There we go. You're back. Kind of back. Okay, so we'll see. Hopefully Dave can get back somehow. So what we've got, this is the vehicle that we used, and in the new version, so in the update they've added this thing where we've got our delta V, and we talked about that last time, where delta V is how much like thrust you can. It's not really how much thrust, but it's how much oomph this rocket has, and we can see how much this one's got, and we know we need more than this because Bob got stuck. I can kind of hear you there, Dave. I don't know what's going on there. Right. So, right, I'm just going to check. We've lost Dave a second. I can hear you, Dave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I lost you there for a while, but just carry on.
Okay, cool. There we go. Right. So,
Promise I'm not
what?
Moon.
I think it might be your internet connection. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to note down some stuff here. So we've got. So this is the rocket that we used before, and we want to try and match our delta V with the new rocket that we make, and then we should be able to get Bob. Right. I can hear you typing, Dave.
Sorry. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, man. You're just gonna have to truck on without me for a bit.
Have you got like Dropbox open or anything?
No. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna need to note down some numbers.
Okay.
So 2098 and 1970. So if you could you add those two numbers together for me and put it in Discord?
Sure, man.
So we're looking at these. These are our two delta V's, and we want to try and build something that's going to at least match that. And in theory, that means we can get Bob. So I'm going to start again. So new one. What are we going to call our new spaceship?
Well, I mean, it should be Sean 7, right? Or
yeah. Do we not want some kind of
Bob?
Yeah, we need something about the fact that we're going to go save Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got no. What should we call it? I can't think of anything. Can you not think
Mission
of anything?
to Bob. Mission
to Bob.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this isn't. For some reason, that is not working now. This is not going well. Right, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I don't know what is going on here. The world doesn't want us to save Bob.
It's just another set of obstacles between us and Bob.
Yeah, why is that not? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to call it Bob 1.
Bob 1, yeah.
Description is that's not working either. What is going on? Right, okay, so so now we've got our 2-person thing. So that's there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So right, and then I'm going to also click on the crew.
Who are we trusting with this mission, Sean?
Well, we're gonna. I think Jebediah. Like Jebediah is the classic, like the first Kerbal. He was on, like I think he was in the early access version.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go to build. Right. Right, I'm a bit thrown. Okay. Any thoughts on how we're going to build this time?
Well, I mean, traditionally we've not done great with that top module.
Oh, with this one specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah, do I need to put heat shielding on this? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But we've also changed quite drastically how we designed rockets by that point, so...
Yeah.
Maybe this is not going to be quite such a problem.
We've actually got quite a lot more stuff that that can help us out here. So I've got a heat shield on there. I'm not sure we even need it, but I'm not convinced. We had that one case where one blew up, right?
Yeah. I don't. But no one needs to do that. Live through that again. Sure.
No. Right. Okay. Now, what I want to do. So you've got those delta V's down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to try and make things a bit smaller and see what we get, like for each stage.
Okay.
Right. So we've got 2 fuel tanks. So this is our bigger one. So I'm going to go for the bigger tank.
Yeah.
Actually,
why would? Or not?
No, I am going to. I just realised there's some more stuff we can put on here. So we unlocked a reaction wheel, which helps. They're like, oh, that's like tiny. Is that too small to put in? So it helps you. It gives you like some fine tuning, fine-tune control. So let's put it in a payload thing. So I'm going to put that in there, open it, and put our reaction wheel in. There we go, that's in there. In fact, I'll put a couple in to give us a bit more control. 3. This I can't not have the 3rd one in there because then it looks less odd. Right, okay. They're all in there. I'm going to put a heat shield on the bottom there. So this is the first time you've seen Kerbal, right? This the last time we played.
Yeah. I mean, I'd heard of it, by reputation and such. But
so what have you been thinking?
I really like it. I think it's so far removed from what I'd normally do as games go. I am not like a maths-driven gamer. But I love the level of detail, and I just think it's for something like this. I suppose it's one of those. I think it gains a lot from playing it with a friend. Like I could see why people would want to play this solo, but the actual kind of co-op nature of what we're doing actually I think adds a lot of interest to it for me. It's one of those games, like I spent a lot of my teenage years watching other people play computer games, right? And actually realizing some games are really good for that, to watch, to be a spectator, and some games aren't. And I think this is a really good game to be a spectator. I guess that's kind of, of course, when we were teenagers, Sean, there wasn't such a thing as streaming or anything like that, or watching other people play games. You were around your mate's house, watching them play, or at a LAN party or something like that, watching people play games. But so this is obviously like something that a lot of people now just take for granted. But I think I think it works really well for that, basically. But I have absolutely no interest in playing this myself. Put it that way.
Dave, is the stream running okay? I'm getting lots of messages on my end. We did change some settings, so I'm thinking I might drop it down and change back to how we normally run, just in case that's causing issues.
So no, I think it's okay. We've got online across Restream. We've got we made those changes because we were getting warning messages. Haven't had any of those on Restream. Cool.
Okay, well, as long as you're watching on there, so I guess it's okay. Right, okay, so I've got this bit is working. So now I'm going to add an engine. So let's get a fuel tank on there. I'm going to start small, and we'll see what kind of delta V we get. So all this delta V stuff, you didn't get that before.
You said that was added new to the game.
So right, which one is the better engine. So there's lots of like numbers here. So this is going to be
numbers.
Yeah. There's a difference between these two engines. Is one gives you more thrust, and the other one gives you more vectoring and more control. So in this one, I think I'm just going to put the one that's got thrust. So that's 600. So what are we aiming for? What number?
The first number is 2098.
So that's both those things added together. Both
together is 4068.
4068. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do. I'm wondering whether to leave this as a stage that's going to be our kind of finding our way back stage.
Okay.
And then build a bigger stage underneath. Right.
So I mean, isn't going to the moon a bit like overly ambitious at this point? Since we haven't done it once. And you're combining it with a
So what
with a rescue mission?
Yes, I think so. Okay, let's go for like a 2-stage rocket, but we want to have more delta V than we had before.
Okay.
So that's a 1,000 already. So that's like almost halfway there, right?
If you're you're trying to get to 4,000.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a quarter.
Right. I'm going to leave that one as the 1,000, and then we're going to have another one down here that's going to be our main kind of pushy bit to get us into orbit. The other thing as well is like I probably wasn't very efficient with getting us into orbit last time.
Okay. What do you think the reason for that is?
Because I'm not very good.
No. In game terms, sure.
In game terms? What do you mean in game terms?
Like, what was the reason for that?
So where I was turning.
Oh, I see.
The way I was turning would have been the reason. Okay, another fuel tank. So okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. So if I put this engine on, that's 600 meters per second delta V. If I put some more fuel on there, that takes it up to 800. This is already getting quite long though, so I think
because like the Sean 6 obviously had the ring of rockets around it too, right?
Yeah. So
that's what our first stage.
Yeah, because isn't this like almost what we had on the last one? What was the total? What was the total delta V on that last rocket?
On the so the last of the two numbers is 1,970.
Or both those things added together.
Both added together is 4,068.
Okay, okay, that's a lot. I feel like I was just really bad at taking off.
No, because there were a lot. There was a whole ring of rockets.
Yeah, but like I'm wondering if we can get there without those ring of rockets. So
but maybe not with our current tech.
Yeah, max thrust is 250 kilonewtons. This one is? So these are more powerful. Okay. So if I put a bumper on, I've not got any staging. I'm just trying to test this out. That gives us 600.
Okay.
I'm going to save this a second. I'm going to load Sean 6. So it's 4,000. Okay, right. Bob 1 load.
So I think we did make orbit not with 4,000, didn't we? But I don't know. We didn't make that like distance of orbit. We had a much shallower orbit.
Yeah, maybe that was that. Possibly. Right. So this has got like half of what we need, basically.
Okay.
Half is what we think we need. I'm gonna try coupling, and let's go 3. I'm gonna try just 3. Be sensible this time.
Okay. Yeah. You said start small. That makes sense.
So that's 3,500 there. What have you got any ideas? I'm wondering how much extra to add to this. Whether we add all the solid fuel rockets, get that number really big, and just try it again.
So I mean, we're not going to run out of parts or money, are you? So you can start small and try and build up if you want, or just do, like you said, do what we did last time, like rerun Sean 6.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of trying something else just to see.
Yeah.
Even if we don't get science points for trying something else, like we will have learned something.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering if we can do it with this if we just do a better job of getting up there. Because this is a lot. I feel like this is like actually in terms of Kerbal Space Program the game. Or or the other option is we do another stage.
Ooh, okay.
So we do another coupler here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the same again. So what we haven't got is fuel lines. So you can eventually like put these fuel tanks together and connect them with lines, and then drop those off as you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Got 4 there, so I'm going to do another one. And then let's add our big guy again. So that didn't add a huge amount to our Delta V, did it? Because it's heavy, because it's adding so much weight.
Yeah.
But what if we then... God, if anyone like actually knows how to play Kerbal Space Program, they'll be like having a nightmare watching us.
So you don't come to the Pillbug dev stream for proficient gameplay, Sean?
Some people might.
Yeah, well, those people are wrong.
Okay, right, we're at the 4,000 mark now.
Uh-huh.
So...
I am not confident of this rocket's ability to stay stable or upright.
No?
No, look at it.
It is quite tall, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I suppose... yeah.
As someone who is quite tall themselves, I can tell you that doesn't lead to stability.
No. Yeah. Do we want to add any more rockets up here? Or is it like I kind of want to know what's going to happen if we do that. Didn't we have an issue with these coming off and blowing up?
Yeah. Yeah, you need to make sure they're staged right.
Yeah, so if I fire this engine as soon as these come off, then it will go out of there. Okay.
Is that a scientific term?
Yeah.
Okay, kids.
Okay.
As long as there's science behind the noises we're making, that's all that matters.
So what if I add these guys? Oh, this feels bad. Oh no, I don't like this. Right, do you know what? Let's just
start small, and then you ended up here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is what I'm wondering, whether we actually need. Right. Let's take my own advice.
Okay.
Let's. We need. Do you know what? I need to just fly. I need to just get out there and fly, and that'll make me feel better. So let's do that. Yeah. The technical issues have like rocked me, guys. So aerodynamics. Right. We want some decent winglets. What were we using before? These ones look like they've got a flap on them, but these look more like what you would have on a rocket.
Yeah.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to have these ones down here.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go deluxe?
Yeah, like, who cares? So like when you're playing the one, and then we're going to have the winglets up here, like proper stability, and then we're going to do it like science-y, and we're going to look at center of thrust. and center of drag. They're pretty bang on, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, these aren't. But let's make it bang on. There we go. Right. Okay. Crew. Right, get rid of Bill. We need an empty seat in there. Let's save it. Let's go get Bob.
Let's go get Bob.
Launch.
Take one.
One take.
One
Jebediah,
take,
that's
yeah.
what they call him. Okay, I really hate the fact we don't have a launch. Like you have launch, you eventually unlock like a launch system. Right, so we want to enable our SAS with T. So we're going to use stability control. So we want to head to the east. Okay, so I'm going to throttle to max.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's crank it.
And then I'm going to have a look at our speed. Right, we're going to... Right. I'm familiar. I want to do like this proper this time. Okay.
Okay.
So, right, this staging is wrong. No, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Let's go. Let's go to Bob.
Let's go get Bob.
Here we go. It's a really slow, like I love now, like, because we've not got crazy stuff going on. It's a little bit more sensible, kind of like how we're launching.
Well, we were pushing it last time quite rightly.
Yeah. I'm going to wait until we've used about half the fuel here, and then I'm going to start the gravity turn, and I'm going to go east. About 10 degrees east. Right there. Okay, good. That's good. Nice. So that's much more stable. Look, like, isn't that a lot more stable than we've had before?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. This stage is going to run out quite quickly. Let's run out. Okay, so now we're going again. I'm going to leave it there. Look at our map. Let's get up this guy high. So there's our Apolapsis. How do you pronounce that, Dave? Apolapsis. I think. Okay, we definitely do not have enough delta V for this. Look.
Oh yeah, we're falling well short.
We're like well short. But it's okay because that means that Jebediah had as it's practice.
Yeah, he's learned. We have learned something.
We've learned something. Work. So let's. I kind of don't want to jettison this. Yes, jettison that. Oh, okay. That's going down there. Retrograde. There we go. And let's put the time. Well, I can actually pull the chute right now. Let's at least wait until we're coming down. Let's have a crew report. No science.
Oh well. I mean, we learned things, even if.
Yeah, we learned that is not enough.
No.
There we go. So, oh, did that? Where's? Okay, I thought that was just going to keep going there. Okay. Down we come. It's quite a long that was quite a big parachute. That was really we didn't get very high at all, did we?
No. I mean, remember, to put Bob into that orbit, we did have that ridiculous ring of first stage rockets.
Yeah, I wonder if we get that ring of first stage rockets on this relatively light vehicle. That might be something to do. Right, okay, let's recover vessel. I wonder if you get any signs just for doing
the basics. Doing the basics well.
0 science earned. That's a no. But Jebediah's back. Right, let's get back in here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll ignore the budgetary consequences of what you just did.
Yeah. Yeah, when you do it with the budget stuff, you have to, collect stuff again. You'd be putting parachutes on things so you don't waste, you don't lose them. So let's try 4 of these. to start with.
Okay.
They're a bit high up. Well, do you know what? It doesn't matter.
As long as they don't blow the other things off.
Yeah. So they're there. So that's giving us 1,000. Let's do it incrementally, shall we? Should we do aerodynamics? So this is going to be. Let's try this again. Oh, I took those fins off at the bottom. I can put them back on now. Oh, what did I do? Did anything happen there?
Wait a minute. Oh, I don't think so. I think you're good.
It's pretty good. Like this system, like considering how complex what you're doing is.
Yeah.
You know, they do a good job. Right. Do you have any thoughts, like game design wise, about this game? Like we were talking last week. We just ended up playing it for ages.
Yeah, it wasn't heavy on the game. Was it last week? So game design.
Oh, that wobble is not good.
I think like what struck me is like how some simple design decisions have made it very easy to feel emotionally connected and invested in what would otherwise be a very science and slightly cold game.
Yeah,
like giving them little face cams, giving them names and characters to crew members. It's easy to underestimate how far that goes, I think. And I know we've kind of nicely done.
No, what do you mean nicely done? This is disastrous.
I was a little bit behind, and I thought I saw a reasonable turn, and then it was not a reasonable turn. Did you turn too early, do you think?
Did I turn too early?
You hadn't turned too much.
I don't know. I feel like one of these stages, like, is something not connected? Oh no, that stage hasn't gone yet. We're okay. Okay, this is an abort. This is definitely an abort, but we want to get Jebediah home safely.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how far, like, what.
It's obviously a very menu driven game, blah 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 blah. So I think if you are into that kind of game, then great. It's gonna scratch all those itches. If you like a game not holding your hand, it does that in spades, right?
Yeah,
like,
it definitely does not hold your hand. Like, and it
holds
holds your hand a lot more than it used to.
Yeah. But even that, it's not like saying, like, here's how to build your first rocket. Blah, blah. I mean, I imagine there's tutorial stuff as well, but
yeah, they added like missions and stuff and like pre-made rockets. I guess.
Oh, okay. So that stuff's a bit more like that. But,
yeah.
Yeah, I think for what it is, like it's that kind of science-based simulation game that a lot of people really like, and I can totally see why.
Yeah.
And I can also totally see it's not a lot of people's jam. Like,
yeah,
this is not how they would choose to spend a Tuesday evening, necessarily.
So this is going badly. Thus far.
Yeah.
What's going wrong? What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?
So, like, just throwing this out there, why aren't we just putting a 2-person module on top of Sean 6?
I was kind of thinking about that. Yeah, we could try that, couldn't we?
Have we overthought the problem in classic kind of Pillbug way?
Maybe. Let's recover the vessel. But we know that vehicle doesn't work.
What do you mean? We know it doesn't work because it doesn't go to the moon. But
no, but it got stuck. He got stuck out.
Oh, that's true.
So,
but shouldn't that really be our starting point rather than kind of scratch?
Maybe. I'm not going to delete this. Let's open. Don't save. Sean 6. What on earth? Oh, but it's not as tall.
No.
I actually wonder, is it actually more difficult to do this? It can be more difficult to do it this way because we've got to change the module. Let's have a look and see if we can learn anything from this. There's only one stage.
Okay.
Okay, right. New. Bob 2. Right, we're going to get our 2-person KB2. Where'd it go? There it is. Crew. See you, Bill. Right.
Bill's like, am I going up this time? You're like, no, Bill.
no, Bill. You came all the way out to the launch center, but no.
Bill, yeah, we still don't need you.
Yeah, right. So we're going to put in payload. I'm going to put this guy in. I really hope this whole thing doesn't burn up on the way down.
Yeah,
because that would be something, right? Are we saying that if we get Bob into atmosphere, he gets to see the Earth once more? That's enough, right?
But no, it's not enough. Got to get Bob home, goddamn you!
Right, so heat shield, thermal. No, I always put the small one. Right, there. Okay. So there was only so basically what we were saying is what we did last time, coupling. We had a bunch of these, right? How many do you think we had? Knowing us, it was 5. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was definitely more than 4.
Okay, so 6.
That fits that.
I forgot the parachute. Please keep an eye on that kind of thing. Right, utility. Let's put the parachute on top. There we go. Right, so that's all done. Engines. We're going to use... So the Reliant is more powerful, but has less steering.
Okay.
So already, we got... What was our Delta V on the last stage on that rocket? Before?
4,000.
What are the numbers? 4,000. But there was 2 stages.
The separate numbers were 2,098.
Yeah.
And then 1,970.
Okay. Oof. Right.
So it's a fairly even split between the two, basically, to 2K, really, isn't it? I mean, I know scientists don't necessarily want to round up or down.
I'm all with
much.
rounding.
Oh, yeah? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So they're both 2K. Anytime you ask me, it's 2K and 4K.
Yeah. And the question is, how many of these rockets did we have around the edge?
I think, maybe not all of them, but maybe we did. Maybe we did go all of them.
These look
see what your Delta V looks like.
Right. No, we're going to do it properly. Right. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay. Sorry, I got excited. Right. So coupling. We're going to do it. Oh man, this is going to look so good. Right. 1, 2. We're going to join those stages together. You wait till you see this. Where are they? Come on, girders.
Girders. Right. Oh yeah.
One there. One there. And then no, not that way. Our engine. So let's put it on the bottom one. This is going to be stable as, right? This is going to be Jebediah is going to be just chilling all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at 4,229. Is that good?
Well, it's an improvement. Whether or not it's enough to get us back, we'll have to see.
Well, we'll see. I mean, oh god. No.
I mean, we're struggling to.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to be careful, and we're not going to run out of fuel this time. We're going to check.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference we're going to do this time. Right, I think probably need some fins.
Yeah.
I feel like when we had the 2 sets of fins, that worked really well. So let's do that again. Look at this! Come on, that looks good. Right. Let's check the crew again. Yeah. Let's go to launch.
Godspeed, Jebediah.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
So
oh, did you? Oh, they seem to have disconnected from the top already.
Already.
We have to launch this, don't we? We can't not launch. Oh, this is going to be. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Oh boy. I don't like this wobbling.
No.
I don't think I want to turn. I don't want to try and turn. Do I have to turn?
No.
It's turning itself.
Presumably.
It's already turning. This is. Do you know what? It's kind of almost like automatically done it. Oh.
Yeah, like the wobble has taken care of itself.
Oh. You can tell it's going to be bad when you push the button and the frame rate goes down. Okay, let's just see if he survives.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah.
Speed. So that didn't work.
No.
There was a lot of movement.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. There just really wasn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. So girders maybe not the answer.
Well, I think maybe girders could be the answer, but it's the way we use the girders.
Yeah, fair.
Do you know what? I really expected that we would just build a ship and it would be like, just like we'd be up there doing all the orbit stuff. Like. Really
well, again, because you haven't wanted to just straight. If you just thrown Sean 6 straight up, and again, we would have achieved approximately the same result.
Yeah, yeah.
We're trying something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So let's just. Well, we can recreate that one now. The thing is, we need to be able to turn. If we can't turn, then we're just not going to be able to do that gravity stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Sean 6 is not the answer. If anything, it's the problem.
Yeah, because we wasted like. Right, so I think what we're going to do is just have 3.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see how far this gets us. That looks sensible, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's your delta V looking like?
3,700 total, which I think should be enough.
Yeah.
Aerodynamics. Okay, let's have a look at our aerodynamic overlay, center of mass. Okay, that's a problem, I think. Okay, so that brings it down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see how this goes. What?
So we're talking a bit about design stuff, and I think it's kind of interesting. Like with a lot of these games, my feeling is that there is a degree of how much you can do. You can do quite a lot. Sorry, should I say, without actually worrying too much about what the granular numbers are saying.
Yeah. So those numbers didn't used to be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is the gist of it, really? Like, which it
Even
used to
for
be
the
a lot of
component
just trying. Even for no, there was numbers for the component parts,
Yeah.
but not for other things.
Yeah. So it's like you can pick things based on them. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's we're tumbling.
What? Oh.
This is going to be. Ooh. Yeah. Right.
I'm starting to get the feeling that Jebediah is like, why don't you call me when you've figured this stuff out?
Yeah.
I'll be getting a coffee. Send someone else up there.
Right. So, what is the issue? What's going wrong?
Well, we're not as stable as we were. There was obviously something about the Sean 6 that...
Yeah, well, was it stable even? Like...
Well, yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
So again, like, this is crazy, but we were more stable with the different shaped nose cone on the top.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing that we changed, and then suddenly everything got better. And I'm assuming that can't be the answer.
No.
But it kind of feels like it is.
Well, no, it could be. No, it could be. Like, you're right. It could be to do with the... Yeah, it totally could be that, right? Because that's going to affect the aerodynamics, I guess.
But they wouldn't just put one in the game where you're like, you
can't do it.
You have to make way to work.
Especially the beginner one.
Yeah.
I think we need to be shooting for about 4,000 delta V.
Okay.
So okay, here's the other thing. We're using we should use the engine that's got more swivel. More swivel,
sure.
A bit more control.
Okay.
So we can only just twice this. The problem with radial stuff is that's where the radial... I wonder if we attach these, does this go up? Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. So does it go through the staging? So what I'm saying, like I'm set, like thinking without expressing what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So by adding these, I've increased the fuel. Right? The fuel doesn't just go above each other.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if the coupling, does fuel go through the coupling? If I do this. No, it doesn't go through the coupling.
Mm-hmm.
So we can just have the one engine, but we can have more fuel.
Okay.
So we can see what happens to the delta V now. So it's still going up. Sometimes, like, it just sometimes the clicking, it just doesn't seem to want to work. And like, I can't go directly underneath, so it's still going up.
Yeah, that's weird.
3,000. What's weird?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's fine.
So
that's a lot of fuel.
Yeah, but we've still got like. I'm wondering if this is going to help us with our stability. So 3,000. We want more than that. 3,000 isn't going to be enough. Like, ideally, we want to stage these off as we empty the tanks, because that's just dead weight.
Yeah. Do you have that level of control in terms of when they fire and stuff?
Yeah, but so we don't have, because we haven't unlocked the pipes yet. Oh man, this looks a bit dodgy, but I think we might get us there. So we're over the magic 4,000. So let's get some aerodynamics. Let's set some cones on here.
That's a whole lot of fuel to blow up, Sean.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. Do we want fins? I guess we do want fins, right? Center of mass.
I'm assuming they're going to be a center, yes.
Yeah. All on that one engine. Like, is this going to be... Right, let's see how this goes. It's a very different approach.
Yes.
No staging.
Okay.
We've just got a big fuel tank.
Just got a lot of fuel.
Just a lot of fuel. Right, so let's go to max throttle. SAS on. Launch. Come on. So we are literally not moving.
A good sign.
A good sign. I mean, like, at some point, I'm guessing this is going to move.
At some point. So your engine's getting hot.
He seems happy enough.
Yeah. He's like, you haven't sent me into space on this massive, like...
Okay, let's cut the engines. Let's cut the engines. Recover vehicle.
I guess that's why they don't build rockets that way.
Yeah. But what we learned about that Delta V is that... So is that Delta V, like, how accurate is that then?
Well, or is it making the assumption that you are able to get off the ground? Is that like a...
Yeah, it could be. So the mass is... Yeah. But I think what we might have learned, though... Oh, God, man. Right.
All the learnings.
Yeah, all the learnings. We need... We'll do some coupling again. Would you like me to just try the other one?
No. Like, I think we're learning. That's the important thing.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not make it really tall.
Okay.
I have the swivel engine down here. I'm going to do radial, but I'm going to do it with the fuel engines rather than the solid fuel. Like, does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. So you're not staging at all, though?
No, I am going to stage, but I'm not going to stage, like...
I see.
So I'm going to stage like this.
Okay.
Oh, but for some reason... Oh, there we go. Control Y is redo. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, for the most part, the builder is really good, but it can be a bit finicky with, like, this sort of stuff. Like, it's weird to figure out where your cursor has to be, but there we go. That one works. So the problem is when we launch this, they're going to bend outwards.
Can we? Is there not a fin situation that fixes that?
No. There's the struts, but we haven't unlocked the struts yet.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 3,800 according to that there.
That's pretty close to the magic number.
But it's making me realise how much bigger these engines are. So I'm almost wonder whether we go back to our kind of original plan. Let's put these so they're actually part of the fuel. Fuel tanks. Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to get you in there. No. That's annoying. Right, get you out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have this to 4. And then pods. Let's go. Okay. And then we want engines. One of these reliant ones. That's 4,000 just with that guy.
Nice.
If I do all of them, 3,000. It's less because the engine's way more.
Yeah.
So let's just try this. Aerodynamics. We want. Let's have a look at
so is this not going to run into the same problem we just had?
Well, no, the engine is the engine's a lot more powerful.
Powerful. Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to get off the ground this time.
I don't know. Like, this is what we're going to find out now. Okay. We haven't made it into space yet.
No. It's been a spectacular failure. It's a good job that Bob is not like against any clock in terms of oxygen or food or even his own sanity.
Yeah. No, this is definitely not working.
Yeah.
What are we doing wrong?
Well, we're not doing what we did right last time. Which
So what?
having like a stable but powerful rocket.
Yeah.
Okay,
this guy is like, so this is 2000 Delta V on its own.
Mm-hmm.
But we need these things. These are like, they have these guys to get it up, or we need. So if we look at, do we want to use solid fuel rockets, or we want to stage some more liquid fuel rockets? That's the question.
Yeah.
I think we need to do staging.
Okay. Yeah, stage some liquid then.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we know like the Sean 6 was staged 2 stages. First one solid, second one liquid, right? And there was the problem of not having enough fuel afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do 4. The problem is, I find with doing the staging sideways with the liquid fuels, they don't work. It just doesn't work very well.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't know. Actually, that's not bad. That got us to like 3,000 there.
Mm-hmm.
So what? How is this different to what we did before?
Well, fewer of them. It was taller.
Let's go with that. Yeah, maybe. Are they right? I think they're.
I think we did have more solid fuel rockets.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if more is actually better. Like, because at some point you've got too much weight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then we want some aerodynamics. Let's look at the center of mass, the center of aerodynamics. So that needs to be brought down. We use a winglet.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if how this goes. Hopefully less wobbly. But we'll see.
Well, I mean, if it gets off the ground, that's one thing, and you know, I can't imagine it's going to be more wobbly than doing.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. No, we're twisting already.
Yeah.
This is going badly. Right. I am going to, I think, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Go back to tweet. So bring up Sean 6, and that's the design we build off of.
Oh. Okay.
So, what are we learning? What are we learning? So, what are our learnings?
I don't know what our learnings are. Right, Sean 6. This one, yeah. The problem is I don't know how to change to the other. There's no easy way of changing.
So look at what there is. There's six solid fuels. Yes, it's him. Cocaine.
Okay, so this is 3,000. Right. We need to have a. Let's. Okay. Crew. Let's call this 6.1.
Nice.
Save. Right. Let's see if this. Let's see what happens. Because we have got. This is what put him in orbit before, right?
Yeah. So I like if this goes disastrously wrong, it is the way that we're designing our rockets with that top piece.
Yeah.
Because this should work, right? Like this should.
It should do. Well, I mean, yeah.
Like obviously, there's accounting for things like wind speed. And
yeah. Oh, SAS. Forgot my SAS. Ooh.
SAS.
That was close. Now the question is when to do my gravity turn. And I'm thinking. That's the other thing is it could be that I'm trying too hard to get it right.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to leave it there. Leave it there. Like we've turned a little bit. This feels okay. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Yeah. Then we're twisting like straight like.
Yeah. It's because it's top heavy.
Right, let's turn it off. How far have we... Oh, we've got an apparatus. Maybe... Okay, well, let's... I'm going to add a maneuver. Oh, like... So, if I add a maneuver, how much do we need just to get into... We might be alright, actually, you know? Like, okay, so...
Really?
1,000... Oh, no, we don't have enough. He's not going to get back.
No. Is he not?
Because that red means that he can't burn that much.
Okay.
So, at the moment, I want to go retrograde. Is it even? Over we go. Just spinning.
Yeah. He hasn't thrown up yet, which is something.
He's okay.
He's a pro.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to decouple. Do you not have to decouple to put him out of his misery? Oh God! I mean, I feel sick just watching.
Oh, actually, if I fire this, oh no, that was the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely. Let's warp down.
Oh dear.
At least we find out if the heat shield. Oh, I didn't put a heat shield on.
Sean.
No, I think there is actually. There's a heat shield there.
Yes. Okay. Good. Not another name that you'll have to, be haunted by. You got lucky this time. So yeah, it is that module that it just because it's so badly aerodynamic. Can you put fins on the module?
Oh god, almost forgot to do the shoot. No, like I don't think it is the module. I think it's us.
But it was going end over end for no reason.
Well,
I think there was a reason.
Right. Okay. I think we need to kind of like baby steps.
Oh yeah, because we've been sprinting so far. Like.
Yeah. Well, no, we're trying to go straight to like orbit.
Yeah, but that's because we're trying to build on last week's learnings, right?
Yeah.
Like that we know how to get to orbit, but apparently we don't.
No. So I'm going to go back in and load. I'm going to load open Bob 2. And I'm going to get... Oh no, Bob 2? Yeah, let's get rid of these. I want to see how far do we get with just this.
Okay.
Yeah? Is this the... Let's make sure we've got the biggest engine. So this one. This one's got the most thrust. Okay. Center of mass, center of aerodynamic lift. Let's do a 3-fin jobby. Make sure we just have one Kerbal. Bye, Bill. Okay, save, launch. Let's just we're gonna just get into orbit.
Is that enough to get us there?
We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So let's go. See, this is much calmer. Look at this. Just up we go. I'm going to start my turn at about 300 meters per second, see how that goes. Starting my turn. I'm going to do it slowly.
I do understand the appeal of this simplicity.
Yeah, so there we've got so let's have a look now. So our apoapsis thing is we're spinning already. So what is going on? We keep getting this spinning, don't we?
Yeah. And as you said, like that kind of single stage rocket is not powerful enough to reach high enough to be able to.
No. So let's have a think. I guess we're kind of seeing a little bit of the like, I guess the downside of the game. Like we're kind of stuck, right? In a way.
I don't know. Maybe we are. Maybe we are stuck. I think. I don't know. Like I feel like we're coming at this problem the wrong way. Like, why are we?
We kind of got like I think we got into orbit through brute force, rather than really understanding how.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna let's start do a simpler rocket.
Isn't that what that last one was?
Well, it was, but there was other stuff. Right, we want to have a heat shield. Is this the 2-1? Did I get the 2-1? Let's just check.
How many crew members you got?
We got just one now. So. Okay, heat shield. Okay, let's stack a coupler to pull this one off. And then we just have a couple of pretty small, like 2-2s, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Like, we're going to have or even just a 1 with the lighter engine. This is going to be our in space engine. Another coupler. And then this one's going to have a bit more fuel. 2 fuel, let's say. And then a bigger engine.
Okay.
So it's going to be our big engine. Not going to do anything in the way of like fins or stuff. I'm going to see how this goes.
You're not going to do anything in the way of fins?
Yeah, maybe I do want.
You clearly have to have fins. Like this thing just This thing goes end over end if you do not have fins.
Okay, let's have 4 fins. Let's do it there. Yeah, I'm going to do it down here. Okay. Bob. Hope.
How did we not see that earlier?
Right, okay. So let's... right. SAS on. Fire. I'm going to start my turn relatively soon.
Good. Get us going.
Yeah.
Is it going to be enough to make any kind of apotheosis match? Surely not.
Oh, it just ran out really quickly. But I feel like maybe what we learned there was to go a bit, like turn a bit quicker.
Yeah. Okay. And you need fins for when you stage off as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. I think...
No,
I forgot to do the parachute. Back to Space Center.
Well, Jebediah, we're getting a bit tired of that anyways, if we're honest.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, we need more fuel for this one, I think, was the main... Like, we just ran out of fuel.
Yeah. And fins.
The fins were okay. Well, the fins... We had fins.
Yeah, but not on the second stage. And then the second stage went Doolally.
Yeah, but the idea is the second stage we shouldn't be using till it's in space.
Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough.
That's the idea anyway. Engines... I would really like to get into space. Fins on the bottom. Let's... Oh, why isn't there something not staged? Oh, these guys. Okay, let's see.
It is a really good job. We're not having to worry about.
Oh, I've got the wrong. I'm kind of like need to go back to that. Right. The problem is, as soon as I try and start to plan things, it's when it goes wrong. Okay, we're going up now. Let's try the turn. It's looking a bit better, but it's not going to do it. I don't know what we're doing now. Again, there's just not going to be enough.
Well, it's a bit like you're saying, like, you know, we managed it by brute forcing our way through.
So we could go with brute force.
But then, like, I think you're right. Having a, you know, having a space, like, basically what you've just done there, but with a ring of solid stage around it to get us through that initial push.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I haven't put a parachute on.
Sean, you are just killing astronauts left, right, and centre. You know, these guys don't grow on trees, you know.
That's... Yeah. Right, I'm going to go to the Space Center.
Yeah, sort your shit out.
And we need to just, like, yeah. Collect ourselves for a second.
I mean, do you even know who that guy was?
I didn't catch her name, no.
It was Valentina.
But it does explain why the last one went. I don't know how long we're going to give this. I'm flagging a bit now. Utility.
I mean, this could be the most disastrous Pillbug stream ever.
Maybe.
We had one job, and it was to rescue Bob.
Yeah.
And we're not even going to get within hailing distance.
No. So, coupling. Let's add some solid state rockets. Okay. So, a bit more delta V. That should get us up. Right. Save and launch.
How's that? Ooh. How was the aerodynamics of that?
I didn't look, and also I didn't check to see if
well,
those two people.
The whole extra crew people thing's not quite so much.
Well, in the event that we somehow get up there.
Yeah, but that, like, we're not gonna manage to rendezvous Bob in the first try, are we? Let's be honest.
I think the rendezvousing thing was the thing I thought was going to be difficult, but
it probably is. It probably will be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Crew. Okay, we've got a pilot this time. That's probably going to help us. Right, launch. Right, SAS on. Launching. Right, I'm going to try. I need to turn, like... Oh, no, I'm going to twist, and that's it. We're kind of possibly gone. Yeah,
I think
we're gone again.
Do we have to turn that early? Is that essential?
I think so.
It adds such instability to the...
Okay, maybe we're okay now here. Like... Oh, this isn't that good. Right. Okay, okay. That went poorly.
What about fins on the external the solid state fuel?
Yes. We could try that. Let's revert flight. Revert to launch. The other thing is if I just try going up. And then, because it seemed to be going up quite well, and we know, and then once that's, then we're using all our delta V to kind of just, yeah, I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. At least we're getting more efficient at, like, just turning this around.
Yeah.
Getting on with a fresh launch.
I'm basically I'm save scumming at this point. So, but the problem is when we do this staging, is it going to destroy our ship, our engine? Oh god, that doesn't look good. This is just going bad. Revert flight to vehicle assembly.
Ooh, tough day for flying.
Yeah. Is it this thing? Like, is that what it is? Is it this weird? I'm almost tempted. Do you know what we're gonna like? I kind of want to just launch this one, number 6. See how we get on with this one. See if we can get it close to Bob. Just I don't know. Like,
I think that's that's probably where we should have started with the evening.
Maybe. Well, no, we couldn't because we can't get Bob with this because there's no room for him.
No, and there's no way to get back. But like you say, I think maybe the point is to actually capture, get how we can just get to where we were last time, and then figure those extra bits out. I think that may be where we should have started. But I mean, it's a bit late for that at the moment.
Yeah, this one is pretty stable compared to like.
Yeah. I mean, it was the product of hours of design.
Yeah. Oh man, though. Like. Okay. Oh, that just feels horrible. I'm going to lower the throttle just to give us some steering.
Yeah.
Okay, right, yeah, so I'm going to cut the throttle. How, like, what was different about that?
So, I mean, the number of solid engines is different, so that's a basic thing, right? The other big thing is the nose. It's the difference in the nose module. Like, I mean, you could go back and have a look at the design. Maybe there are other too that we're not taking into account.
Yeah. Okay, so warp's complete. So now we're in business. So so let's go to maneuver node, and then let's do this. Oh man, so I've just set a maneuver node to essentially circularize our orbit, which means pull the other side out. So you can see the orbit is moving here. We're like in complete, like we're so in the wrong place to get Bob. Like,
but we are closer than we've been at any point tonight.
Yeah. But we're using all our fuel, man. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah. So we just need to get back into that hangar, well, at some point soonish, and try and figure out how we go from the Sean 6 starting point to something with just more fuel. More fuel at this point.
I'm wondering. So now, now you do things like you do this kind of set as target business, and we would have an ascending node. So what you have to do now, just to this is the orbit we're in, this blue one, turquoise, and we want to match our orbit with Bob's.
Yeah,
and that's where it gets really tricky. So it would be you kind of look at the ascending node. So ascending node, and you would add a maneuver. And it would be something like but huge amounts of I doing it the right way? So this is where you get into the whole orbital mechanics business. Let's edit that. So I'm actually going to do it. The descending node is the closest. Am I on? So which one am I? Oh yeah. Like this is where it gets. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I think that's. No, I'm this guy. I'm on the turquoise one.
Yeah.
But like to give you an idea. Maybe that's the wrong one. Okay, so that's not doing the right thing. It's not that one. It's the purple one. So then you do some. Then you'd have to like match the plane and like. Oh man.
Yeah. Looks a bit spicy, if I'm honest.
Yeah. And this is the point where, like, I used to basically use mods.
Okay.
To do this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. The other thing, like, okay, so we're almost at the same. We'd need to adjust the. Like we're not at the same. Like the orbits aren't the same. We'd need to like move this a bit and mess around. But yeah. I mean, we don't have enough. I know this guy doesn't have enough fuel, basically, to do it.
No.
Is the problem?
Yeah. Have we just put another one in orbit?
Oh no, we can get back. Like we can get this guy back.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Have we actually successfully got someone back from orbit?
Not this depth of orbit. We did when they were skimming orbit.
Yeah. So should we get this guy back?
I think that's a good sign. That would be a good start. Yeah. Well, not a good start. It would be a good thing to do, whether or not you want to keep tinkering with like orbits and stuff, just to have it to be useful.
No, we're going to get this guy home. We're going to get at least one person home.
We'll not mention the two people you've lost.
Yeah, we've lost.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shifted responsibility pretty quickly.
Yeah. Do you know what? We're going to just warp to there, and then we don't need a maneuver node to just. We're just gonna point it backwards.
Point at the ground.
We're gonna like.
Ooh, you do have to be careful where he lands, right?
It'll be fine.
Oh jeez, it's that cavalier attitude. Got us in this mess in the first. Sounds like something I would say, not something you would say.
Let's turn prograde to decouple this. Retrograde, so the heat shield's behind. Bye-bye engine. And then we're going to come down for a nice soft landing.
Okay. If he burns up on a mountain now, you're going to feel good.
So let's have a talk. While we're coming down, let's have a talk about Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what do you think of it?
So, I mean, I think I've kind of said it already, really. It's not my kind of game. I've enjoyed watching you play it and talk to you about it. I can see that, like, it's the kind of game as well I could imagine getting frustrated at points in the moment, and then kind of, I'd be in the shower or I'd be cooking and I'd be thinking, what if I just did that? Like, maybe if I just used a different different rocket or whatever, and then I'd come back to it. It would niggle away at me, and sometimes I really like that about games.
Yeah,
that kind of have that depth and complexity. You can be thinking about them when you're not playing them.
Yeah.
Whereas, like something like, I don't know, I don't know, like your hack and slash or your FPS, you know, sometimes they don't quite have that same effect on me, and I don't think they have the effect on quite so many people.
Yeah, that kind of staying power of you're thinking about it. Like,
yeah,
I have been thinking about this all week since we played the first stream.
Sure. I think there's a lot to be said for that. Games.
It hasn't gone well. Trying but yeah, so I'm wondering if we're going to get some. The problem is we haven't unlocked a 2-seater version of this.
Yeah,
I think that.
What feels really bizarre is the idea that the round one is just basically unusable. I feel like we're missing something that makes that usable.
Yeah, let's do let's just get out. Let's EVA and plant a flag. Let go. Oh God. Crew. Oh, take surface sample. That was something I forgot we could do. Keep experiment. And so yeah, so you can plant the flag. Whoop. So you can get stuff for like blah blah. So EVA report. Okay, keep that experiment. Climb. Now, I forgot to put a ladder. Like, so you can get ladders. I think actually I probably don't need to get in. I think we can recover. Oh no, maybe I do. The flag fell over.
I mean that really kind of exemplifies how the whole thing's gone. the flag fell.
I can't get back in. There we go. Board. Crew report. Can I do? So I measure the temperature and all this kind of business. Observe the goo.
Goo. Do we still bother with the goo? Gooing.
Well, this could help us unlock better stuff to do things.
Sure.
So there we go. Let's just recover vehicle, recover vessel. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That other one, we were having such trouble with that capsule.
Nose capsule. Yeah.
So we got 30 signs from that, which means we now got 70 signs. I'm not sure that really helps us. Where is the bigger? This is like advanced rocketry. So these are bigger fuel tanks. So that could help us. This one has got a crew cabin. This one might be. See, this might actually. And struts. Struts is a big deal. There's a couple of. I've researched that one. Is there one that's got like the bigger? Yeah. Because the struts, what the struts will allow us to do, if we load like one of our, it's interesting. Like when I played it early access, like you could just get what you had everything. Like everything was there from the start. Is this one that wobbled?
No.
No.
Well, sorry, which one?
The Bob one, so like one of the early ones. So
yeah, I think it did, didn't it?
Okay, so we could then add some struts. So struts just are like solid connectors between things.
Okay.
This could end badly, actually. But let's just have a look, see what happens, just so you illustrate the point. Okay. So now these are strutted together.
Oh, okay.
They should be a bit more stable.
They won't wobble quite as much, yeah.
And that's the idea. But then when they come off, that could be interesting. If you're gonna, yeah.
I can imagine exactly how that's going to work.
Yeah, it's like struts might actually be the thing that we were missing, really, for the way I build rockets. So and we also have these, which is going to make things a lot easier. So let's put those in with that. Okay.
Okay.
We'll just try this, see what happens.
Yeah, like it.
Just to kind of... Oh, did I take 2 people in there again? I probably did. Yeah, like... I mean, like, I don't know why I'm bothering. Like, even if we get up, getting into orbit is going to... I live in hope, though, so, like...
Yeah, you don't plan for failure, do you?
No. Maybe failure is a dirty word around here right now.
It's the buzzword right now.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay.
So let's launch. So that felt better, and this feels like more solid. I'm gonna try the turn when I want to do the turn. Yeah, that feels a lot better.
We would have thought like essentially duct taping things together would really help.
Well, we haven't tried separating yet.
We're
gonna see how that goes. Oh, okay. I came back and things were going badly.
What do you mean you came? Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. I kind of feel like our pilot can't take the eye off the ball at any point.
Yeah, but it's like me. Yeah.
The separation was solid though.
Yeah, it did kind of work. Like.
Yeah.
It did kind of work.
Yeah, maybe if we had had that one, a bit more effective.
Maybe.
It's not that's not as many solid fuel as our brute force approach.
Not as many solid fuel. Oh yeah. And maybe the struts might even help that design, right?
Yeah, but I mean the fact that it didn't go crazy is a good sign for our use of that nose design.
Yeah, this feels like it's doing. This feels better just generally, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think we're going to necessarily get into orbit, but time warping to. I'm just going up to the highest point of the orbit. And then I'm gonna let's go to prograde. See if we can actually extend. It's weird because we're almost like pointing down at this point, but yeah, this is like we're just like coming down.
It's speeding up.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there.
Okay, okay.
Are we ever going to save Bob?
Well, I mean, that's a really interesting question at this point. I have a feeling we're probably going to leave Kerbal for and try something else. I'd like to at some point go back to Factorio. Sean's world is still doing exciting stuff.
Yeah, I just remember at the end of that Factorio stream just seeing everything going wrong.
I see. So you bail out of games just when things don't look like.
That's not it at all.
Dear.
Cool. So, where can everyone find us on the interwebs?
On the interweb, well, everywhere. on the interwebs. But specifically, you can check us out on the usual social media platforms, so Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also find us on Discord, and you can find us on Patreon, where you can find all the behind the scenes writings, pictures, notebooks, and gubbins from how we develop our games. So check those places out.
So, so I will hopefully be here next week. You'll be here next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.